Well, hello and welcome, folks. Welcome to Monday Night Sit and Chat. And as I opened StreamYard today, I was blown away by how many people are patiently waiting for me. And let me know if you can't hear me or see me. And I want to thank anybody that's watching the replay. And wow, I am just blown away. My heart just melted when I saw all these comments before I even got in here today. And we got Dark Lord Mimith being the first one in here, Billy Lee Waving High, and Rushwind Mountain, hello. And we got Karen, hello. And we got Jamie's Country Living. You still had 26 minutes to wait, wow. And we got Bonnie, Love the Quilt. No, that was my favorite of the Quilts of Valor at our quilt show this weekend. And hopefully there will be a video coming soon if I get time to edit that. And then we have anybody else? Teresa, hello. Randy, hello. Oh, yes, I need to email you back. I did remember you emailed me. This past 3 weeks has been a whirlwind, to say the least. Hi, Carolyn, and Janet, and Kelly, and Lisa. Hello, I'm so glad to see you guys. And Jesse's girl. Well, hi, Lisa. Afternoon. I bet the shipping department's busy. I'm sorry I missed that live. Woo! I don't know how. Yes, this past week and a half, or maybe two, it's been so busy. Hi, Kim. Thank you. I went on a limb and went outside my comfort zone. They're like, they're black in the front, and then they just change different colors. I went outside my comfort zone. I just So thank you. I've been slowly telling myself I need to wear my glasses more often. I originally got them to see at nighttime when I'm driving because I was just like, yeah, I'm having trouble focusing. So yeah, the picture on our thumbnail, that is from the quilt show of my county quilt club. And yeah, I just the lady that quilted it, or yeah, pieced it and quilted it. I don't know if she quilted it. Probably not. But she does a fabulous job in all of her work. Like, I'm just admire her work. Like, if I have a question, I go to her. Well, hi, Suburban Hillbilly. Welcome in. I'm not sure if I said hi to Kimberly. Oh, hi. And Scotty Two Hotties here. Hello. I hope I don't miss anybody. Oh, Lynn the Okia. Hello, hello. And Cambo and Bose. Welcome. Oh, and there's Tina. Not Tina. Lisa. Wow. I think it's Tina. Wow. I'm so sorry. You think after I spend the day with you? No, I'm just so. Hey, Jesse. Welcome in. Oh, I have to tell Jesse and Lisa from Lazy Days Ahead. I just got the most heartfelt email from Katie at Rouse Rising. She appreciates her vanilla that she won from September. Tina, I'm sorry, Tina. Please forgive me. I'm so physically drained from my bake sale, which we'll get to later. So for the last couple of weeks, I've been baking my whoopie pies and some dinner rolls and cinnamon rolls. And I made pumpkin bread to sell. So I think I canceled last week's. I don't know how many weeks have I canceled in a row. I just know last week I was canning and or baking. Yeah, I was baking oatmeal pies. And my phone kept saying SOS a couple times in the afternoon. I'm like, am I gonna have even dependable service to go live? So I said, well, there's a sign. I'm just gonna go. Hi, Jennifer. God bless you all. Please be close to Jesus in these last days. A shaking's come to the earth, and Jesus is the only one that absolutely, absolutely agree with you. Well, thanks for liking my glasses. The last pair I bought, I just didn't like. Hey, Julie, maple whoopie pies. I can probably figure it out. I have I found a recipe for vanilla pies. And I'm sure it would be the same thing, just adding maple syrup or extract in it instead. But the only thing it sells with maple at my bake sales is my cinnamon rolls with real maple syrup in the frosting and real butter and confectioner sugar as a frosting. Then I smear really good quality bacon on top. Those cinnamon rolls I charge 10 or $11 and they fly. I think I paid 12 pans of those. I kid you not. At least, yeah, I made 12 pans. Mind blowing. They all sold. No, I take that back. I brought one home because my husband might hurt me if I didn't. No, I'm just kidding. He'll be happy. Hi, Bev. See you sneak in here. Welcome in. And Wendy. So that's why I didn't go live last week. So I apologize because I just didn't want, the drop off, and you know how that goes. Pumpkin spice whoopie pies. I have a recipe for that one. Yeah, Jesse or Hillbilly, you can put that link in there for my pumpkin roll whoopie pies. I had one left that I made of those. And I got 2 bites and I gave the rest to my husband because I'm nice. So maybe we should just start talking about the bake sale. I can't tell you, I made 3 half batches of oatmeal whoopie pies. I made 7 batches of chocolate whoopie pies. Why are you saying no video? Hopefully we can figure that one out. And 7 batches of chocolate whoopie pies, which I made in traditional and the pumpkin and my strawberry filled ones. And I made a little bit of raspberry where I just put, I know, darker a minute. I do that, don't I? I put raspberry extract in it and purple food coloring to make it look like raspberry. And what else did I do? Oh, chocolate. Yeah, did I say chocolate and peanut butter? I think that's all I do for chocolate. And the chocolate peanut butter sold out. Oh, you don't make videos. Maybe I missed a comment. Anywho. Yeah, it was so time consuming that I almost couldn't stand up anymore. My ankles were killing me. Like I had to soak my ankles in Epsom salt water just to be able to make it through the sale. Oh, my pumpkin pie video. Speaking of pies, what is it? What's the Thanksgiving Pies collaboration that Carryover My Table at 3 will be hosting again this year. And I was asked to be in it, and I'll be making something. I haven't figured out. Yeah, I wish I had those mats, but my cats would have a field day. Tina, I had some help. Brenda came, Miriam's sister, but how much can a 13-year-old do? Sent you a picture of a quilt top you may like for Quilts of Valor. Oh, thank you, Rebecca. Oh, that'd be great. You went to Vermont last week and had maple whoopie pie, and it was delicious. I'll have to figure that one out for you. So I made 21 pans of dinner rolls that had 10 rolls a piece in. Sold those for $5.50 and sold them all. Made at least 5 loaves of bread. Sold those all. I can't tell you how many mini pumpkin breads I made. I made like 4 different flavors, like plain, because some people just don't like anything else. And some with raisins and nuts, some with chocolate chip, and some with cinnamon and sugar on top. Sold all but one chocolate chip. Hi, Cindy. Welcome in. Yeah, Vermont it has everything maple, maybe Canada too. And I also, yeah, it was a lot of bread. I actually ran out of yeast. I ran out of yeast. I probably could have made more rolls. In fact, they were asking for them after I sold out. One lady said, "Do you have any rolls at noon on Saturday?" As she's getting out of her cars. I'm like, "Yeah, I got a couple pans of cinnamon rolls left." I'm like, "Oh, you mean dinner rolls, don't you?" I'm like, "I've been sold out since 10:30. Made 6 pans of rolls Saturday or for Saturday, and I was sold out." Hello, Dink and Tank. Welcome in. So, yeah, I was just blown away how much we went through. Note to self, I'm going to make cinnamon rolls 2 days in advance because they don't seem to go bad as quick as I thought they would. I hear you about trouble with the phone. I really do. So, yeah. I was blown away how much money I brought in. Really was. Yeah. Yeah, I was pretty much sold out, except for a few waffle pies. So Tina's gonna come help me next year. She doesn't know it yet. I knew she would. But yeah. Oh my. Yeah, I'm surprised that dinner rolls sold. I'm just I guess a lot of people in my area just don't make them for themselves. It just blows me away. Yeah, promote Lazy Days Ahead. What was their video I just watched? Oh, they're yeah, dragon free volunteers, right? Anybody, well, I did on my Facebook page. I said anybody who wants to be a taste tester for my shoe pie whoopie pies, which I need to edit a video for that to show you how I did it. Yeah, one guy said, "I'm going home to have this dinner rolls with some ham, potatoes, and green beans." I said, "When's supper? I'll be right over." Yeah, a lot of people just don't bake anymore. I had one lady ask me if they were really homemade. I was polite and said yes. I wanted to say, why did she ask it like that? Oh, I was really nice. I was like, does she not know my reputation? Apparently doesn't know who I am. So I said, yes, I made them in my house. Randy, you can come on up. I'm sure you'll get along just fine with my mother-in-law. Yeah, Jamie. She literally asked me if these were homemade. I almost wanted to tell her, just just tell her, yeah, I just might have 17,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel that love my cooking and where I bake from scratch. It just blew my mind. But she probably doesn't have YouTube or any social media. You make 1,000 cookies. Oh, and 7 to 10 pies for Thanksgiving. Wow, bless your heart, Karen. Are you gonna make them for Thanksgiving? My rolls? Yeah. My cousin said, "Hey, let's get my grandmother and your dad together and have." I was like, "I'll bring the rolls and the corn pudding." Then I'm like, "Oh, I need to bring my cranberry, apple, and pear relish." If you have not seen that video or made that, oh my, let me tell you, I can eat a pint of that in one sitting. Hi, Skip. Very well outdoors. Homestead. I guess you've changed your name. Welcome in. Tell her, like, yeah, she made me feel like I was buying rolls and selling them that way. I was just like, what? Like, I just bit my tongue. I don't even remember what she bought. Oh, but she was just like, if you're willing to feed a family, I think I can handle it. Like, I really want to be able to run out of the church just to help with my baking, but then I have to grab everything. Like, I almost went through a 50-pound bag of flour. Like, that's just mind blowing to me. of bread flour. I think I went through half the bag of all-purpose because my husband. I'm like, look, if we're gonna be baking, I need 50-pound bags of stuff. Yes, you. If you have not made the golden honey rolls, oh my, they taste like the the Chinese donuts you get off the buffet. They taste like them. If you make and they're bread machine friendly too. But yeah, those rolls are good too. Like I think I might just make a whole different kinds of rolls and have a Mod Podge because I want to make my potato rolls here soon. You got French bread rising right now. Oh, and you live in Georgia, so I can't come see you. Well, there's some people I know that wholesale some stuff. We won't point any fingers at anybody in this chat. Oh, congratulations, Tina. Like, I've baked sourdough bread, but I'm just paranoid that I don't understand when to harvest the stuff. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe my house isn't warm enough when I try it. But we'll get there one of these days. You know? So, yeah, if I'm thinking, hey, Grandma Grows, you changed the name of your channel. Welcome. Midnight potato dinner rolls. I don't have a video on that. What are you sharing? That's a video I need to work on like next week or this coming week or something. So, yeah. I think I had a very good, successful. Yeah, I overthink sourdough. I really do. I think Lisa from Yogi Hollow Farms is telling me that I'm overdoing it. Now I have to. I think I can rehydrate some sourdough starter that Carrie from My Table of Three gave me. She gave me some last year, and just so I can make a video for Anna's Fermented Homesteads collaboration. Your house must. My mother-in-law says I don't need candles in my house because it always smells good in my house when I'm cooking. You're a cause I was too easy so far. Yeah, I gained weight just from me talking myself. You're right. And now I still have those whoopie pies that we brought home still on the kitchen table. I think I'm gonna just take them downstairs to the freezer. Like I can make sourdough starter. Hey Carrie, welcome in. But and Bev, I didn't see you come in here. Welcome in. So, oh, we had frost last night, so no more canning tomatoes for me. I'm debating if my green beans that need picked made it through. Maybe I have to ask somebody if you can harvest and can green beans after they frost. I don't know if I haven't gone check on them because I've been too busy today, mainly just recovering from my weekend. Because after church, I had to go to the quilt show and get footage for you guys because I'm sure your guys are going to want to see all these quilts because they're beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So I went and filmed that. Then we went to the tractor show and ate off a food truck. And it was the best burger and fries I've had in a long time. Like after that, I was like, I'm going to learn how to make brioche buns because the burger just melted in my mouth. And the fries, I don't think I've ever. How many rolls does the honey butter recipe make? It says it makes 24, but I have never gotten above 18 because I'm like, it can't be that small because of how much weight it comes out to. So I'm thinking anywhere from 15 to 18, depending on how I weigh mine out, because I just have to have them all the same size. So that's how many that recipe makes. You missed a zucchini a couple weeks ago. Oh, 8 pounds. Mine all died. I didn't even get any to put in the freezer. Ugh. Oh well, we have enough pumpkin to make pumpkin bread to kill a horse. I don't even know how many jars I went through this week because I had to make pumpkin roll whoopie pies and pumpkin bread. So maybe I'll have to can some pumpkin. I'm sorry, my zipper on my dress keeps catching my hair. It's annoying me. How long? I think I started 2 weeks ago because I don't like to have anything, frozen very long. I like to torture myself. And I bought a bushel of apples that I never got around to make apple dumplings because anybody and everybody wants an apple dumpling at this festival. So my goal for next year is to change my strategy of when I bake stuff just to get apple dumplings made. Because you sell them for $4 a piece. Oh my. You can make $100 like that if you have like 100 dumplings. Can't be that. Your starter grew mold after 10 days? Oh no. I wonder what happened. I know. Well, thanks for the thumbnail. I saw a recipe on pamperedchef.com for apple cider donuts, and I finally bought myself a donut pan. My husband's like, "Why'd you buy a donut pan?" I said, "Well, maybe I can make some for the bake sale." And I have a video on my apple dumplings if you have this need to make apple dumplings now. Going to check the weather. Oh, yeah, we're supposed to get frost. So I don't know if you're anywhere near me. You might get frost tonight. Ugh. We're probably. Yeah, I like to do that too. You said that Chrissy likes to grate it. Yeah. So I think I tried. And then Saturday night after the bake sale, husband's like, "Oh, we need to go out and go to the tractor pull." It's been very windy in the 50s all day, and he wants to drive me back out in it. I said, "Sure, why not?" My husband doesn't get off the farm very much, right? For fun. So we went, and I took 2 quilts just in case I wasn't warm enough, and my Carhartt gloves. And I fell asleep in the bleachers, waiting on my husband. That's how tired I was. Then I fell asleep on the way home. And they pulled 4 steam engines. I got footage of one being pulled. Hi, Stevie. Welcome in. I'm glad you're here. So that was interesting. I'm glad you don't have frost. Yeah. Who needs TV when you have YouTube, right? Or or more important things to do. Like Midnights believe in not having time wasters. So that's why I was surprised that they allowed me to have a YouTube channel. Then I found out I have to find the link to this channel. But one of my young church sisters has a YouTube channel. Her father taught her to edit, and now she has a YouTube channel. I hate to know how old she has to be older than 7 because she was born before my husband and I were married. But yeah, I'll have to find that. Last time you were to a tractor pull was 2018. I think we went to at least 3 this summer, and we frozen every one of them. Hello, Butterfly Meadows Homestead. Welcome in. Now, do you have a channel? It was -5 Celsius. Oh my. Yeah, I'm pretty good with Celsius just because of Daz who lives in Australia. Except when you get into higher temperatures. But I know when it's cold. I'm like, Daz, it's 20 Celsius here. He's like, ugh. Yes, you do? Well, if Jesse wants to put your link up, that'd be great. Maybe I'll check it out later. Hey, John. Welcome in. It's good to see you. Oh, John's in Florida. Well, we're just going to come visit you, John. Yeah, the whole county has a festival this past weekend. That's why I was able to sell so much. Like anybody and anybody has a big sale or a yard sale. Hey, let's trade paint. Welcome in. Hey, Linda. Well, I'm glad you're here, Linda. Don't feel rushed to get here. It is definitely fall here because the leaves on our trees, since we have lots of deciduous, it is beautiful. I wish my camera would give it justice. Kennedy Space Center. I was there in 93 when I won a trip to the National wait, it was a 4-H Congress. That's it. 4-H Congress. Like it was a big award I won. And we all got to go to Orlando, Florida. And I got to go there for a day. So anyway, what was I saying? Oh, we're talking. How did I just forget what I was talking about? Oh, yard sale. Yeah, everybody in the county, and like there's a tractor show put on by the Tractor Association. The Quilt Club has a quilt show. My church also has a chicken barbecue, and there's a lot of vendors everywhere all along the main road, and people have yard sales. Oh, CB, no, that was in high school in '93. Well, thank you. At least I was close to 9. Yeah, I would have been in '93. I think I was a sophomore because I graduated in '96. Yeah, exactly. If you charge $20 an hour for your labor and like, I wish I did. I think I charged too little. Like a pan of cinnamon rolls was $6, or the maple bacon ones were 11. Then I turned them down to $10 because they weren't moving fast enough. Because I had 6 pans by like 11 o'clock on Saturday. I'm like, oh, let me put these down to 10 to see if they move. So yeah, I was just like, My whoopie pies were 175, which I upped it by a quarter. But if you bought 2, you got 2 for 3. Some places charge 2 altogether. So I think I was undercharging. But I still made a profit, and that's all that matters, right? So maybe next year I'll adjust my prices and actually figure out what my cost is to make it without my time. Or go back to what that lady said and just buy my baked goods. No, I'm just kidding. It's all right, Jamie. And yeah, my bread loaf of bread was $4, and I thought that was dirt cheap. And so what else did I make? I think, yeah. So I might make Amish cinnamon bread next time, and make sure I have enough. I know, Randy. I know anywhere else was a little bit more. But my theory is this place is $8. Wow. But anyway, I'm looking at it as if I don't sell it that weekend, I'm gonna be sitting on it. And I can't afford to eat another whoopie pie. See, you guys are making me think, yes, I just need to up it. Because I have a reputation now of they know my food's good. You've never heard of a whoopie pie? Where have you been? Well, hopefully this week I'll get my shoe fly pie, whoopie pie. Yeah, I'm undercharging. Like, so maybe next year I'll go up a couple quarters on everything. Well, sometimes when I have a sale that's not, the full festival, it just sits there. And then I take it home. So yeah. Yeah, if the price so yeah, we'll have to think about these prices. So We'll figure it out. And I'll tell you all, I know some of my viewers would like to come to my bake sales. I have to bake a pie for Sunday church dinner. Any recommendations? Well, do you want something you don't have to make a crust for? Or an impossible pie? Or you actually want to make a crust? Because sometimes, Karen asked, how often do you bake the sale? Well, for the last couple months, I have been having a bake sale once a month. That's true, Julie. I'd just rather not sit on it. So I know at my church, if I make a fresh apple pie, there's a couple of them that will actually fight over who gets the first piece. Just saying. They mail orders? I'll have to think about that. Oh, Jimmy, would you be willing to come this far just for one of mincemeat? Yeah, I have yet to make my own mincemeat. My mom used to make them, or she still does. She even gave me a jar of mincemeat filling, and I have yet to open it. $3.75, Jesse, and those aren't even the Oreo ones. One of everything. All right. Well, some people around here call them gobs, and I keep on saying that those are the people that live in West Virginia. I have a video on dehydrated apples that I turned into a pie. That's also as good. But no, I don't have a fresh apple pie. Maybe I'll have to do that for Thanksgiving pies. My mom used to put raisins in them sometimes. That was really good. I wish she would remember things. Thanks, Casey. One Christmas she put raisins in them. Maybe she has to cook the raisins before she put them in. It was really good. But my mom, she can't remember anything anymore. So maybe I live in Wisconsin and there aren't good bake sales in my very small town. That is terrible. So maybe I'll just do a video on an apple pie with raisins. Yeah, I put love into my food. I should have told that lady. That's my recipe. I should have told her my recipe so she would be. I don't have one on pie crust just because I'm not. I know I'm just not an expert. But I think I'm close on getting it down pat. I want to do it one before I do the Pies of March collaboration that I hosted this year again because that collaboration went very well. I think my biggest buyer at my bake sale is my mother-in-law. She came every day and bought bread, or I can compare my prices on Amazon. Yeah, first ingredient is love. Well, thanks, Tara. We'll do that. Because I know there's a million channels that probably have apple pie as a video, but it's not mine. my recipe for I can't believe. Hey, Annette. Good morning. Annette lives in Australia. So, yeah. So, I think I've exhausted all about my bake sale. Oh, apparently there's a surplus of apples around here, so hopefully I'll get to make some applesauce this year. Yeah, I know, Jesse. I wish I had my thing that you made, or made for yourself, but not me. I could have really used it this weekend, even though a lot of my customers were old and probably wouldn't know what a QR code was. I, I like I like to put in my pie crust vinegar and butter and shortening. And what's my other secret ingredient? I think that the vinegar is, because that was the last. I was like, this is it. This is a pie crust. Bacon grease? Maybe I should try that. My husband's like, no, you're not playing around pie crust. I really want to make some apple dumplings now, since I have a bushel of apples just sitting around that I need to do. Huh. I'm really half tempted just to make one with bacon grease. You know what a QR code is? That's great. Yeah, I wish I would just print it out on my printer, but my printer has been wonky the last couple weeks. I would ask it to print it and it wouldn't. If you give your recipe away, that would be eliminate your cut. I don't think so. In fact, I had a young girl with her mom come up and ask me to teach them how to make bread, and I said, "Hey, go check out my YouTube channel." See, I need to find fresh lard. I don't use this stuff in the grocery store. I bought some. I'm like, why did I buy it? Like, I want to, I think, Randy, with what you're saying is, if I teach them how to fish, then I think I want to be able to inspire people to be self-sufficient when I'm teaching you guys. Okay, you guys are giving me positive. I'll make sure we have QR codes at every bake sale now. Exactly. People are just too lazy. You've never heard of vinegar and pie crust? It's the same have you heard of vodka in pie crust? It's the same concept. It's going to tenderize it. I think. At least that's what I think it is. So, yeah. So, was it 2 Fridays ago? I went to the Homesteaders of America conference, and I took our young employee and our church sister along with me to HOA, and we had a wonderful time. Like, I was skeptical if Miriam was going to like it, but I think she liked it more than I did. Sorry, I'm late. Hi, Susie. You're just right on time for yourself. It surprises me. I wish I could go buy vodka. At least I don't know if I can or not. I'm assuming I can't. So I just don't ask those types of questions to the ministry. You know, pastry flour. So do I. Use pastry flour for your pies. So at HOA, I got to meet some pie makers. I wish I loaded my pictures of what I took. I got to meet, let's see if I even have the picture still on my camera. All right, there we go. I got to meet Ruthie Ann Zimmerman. She's a very good pie maker. I think she was in my pies in March. And then I got to hang out with Tina. She also met Ruthie Ann Zimmerman. And then I met Brenda Sue from Kalwaski Mountain. She was in Gina's Dairy Month collaboration with me, and she made cold pressed soap from goat soap or goat milk. And somehow that's all the pictures I took. I'm like, what did I do all day? But I just wanted to, enjoy my time there. I got to see Cassandra talk, becoming a farm girl. Oh, Randy, you should have told me. Tina had an extra ticket. And yeah, I'll tell you how to get there. There's this Facebook group called Homesteaders of America, and it's part of Amy's Amy hosts that, and people were trying to sell tickets left and right at the last minute. We could have easily got you to go. So I made Cassandra's day, by the way. You'll find out in one of her videos. I'll leave you with that one for her. And then I saw Ruth Ann talk. Like her she says she's not a public speaker, but just to talk about her faith, it just inspired me and inspired Miriam. She's like, we don't talk about God and how so much. I don't know how to explain it. Like I try to. I mean, I'm kind of shy with my faith on here just because there are people out here that just don't want to hear testimonials. But one of these days, we'll tell you my testimonial about the Lord. So yeah, just listening to how God spoke to her about how she should raise her children, it was very worthwhile. Then I got to listen to Nick. I'm gonna butcher his last name. Fritas. He has a following on Instagram with his reels, and he has a Facebook chat. Yeah, Facebook. He has a YouTube channel. I think it's called Nick Fritas, and he's a state senator of Virginia. He's a conservative, and just listening to him speak of how you get your voice heard by them was wonderful. So then we walked around, watched vendors. Oh, Randy. Well, we'll get you there next year, since you live so close. Well, closer than some people. People who drove from far away to go there. I'm just glad it was only an hour and a half for me. How do you make homemade vanilla if you can't buy vodka? Well, can you buy any alcohol? Like bourbon? Like people like bourbon in their with their vodka or with their vanilla. Wow. Thanks, Deborah. One of these days I'll tell you my testimony. I think I'm gonna wait to get a better camera because I film it on my phone and sometimes, and plus yeah. I think too much. And I want it to flow right. Maybe that's my problem. Oh, Skip. I hope you have fun at work. So Janice, does that help you make vanilla? Oh, thanks, Jesse, for finding his channel. So if you're in Virginia, you definitely want to watch his channel or any state around him. Yeah, he made me feel comfortable about government again, but I don't know. We won't go walk down that aisle because Oh well, I have I have a supplier. It's called Justy and Lisa. and for Christmas, this is what I got. I got a gallon of vanilla. I know I shouldn't broadcast that sometimes. But yeah, I was very blessed by Jesse and Lisa. They sent me a gallon of vanilla and they've sent me 2 liters or 2 1 liter bottles of vanilla. And my second bottle has this much left in it after this weekend. So yeah. He said I won't be asking him for vanilla anytime soon. So yeah, it was the best present I got. I think. I'm pretty sure. Well, it was very, very, it was, yeah, very much appreciated. Hey, Linda. I'm glad you're here. Scotty, did you get to open it yet? Vanilla can be made with non-alcoholic glycerin. That's good to know. So, yeah. If you need vanilla, just go to Jesse and Lisa's lives. They give it away on their lives. So, yeah. That's a great way to get vanilla. And we love it around here. So, at HOA, think. That's funny. Anyway, it was a hot day. Well, I got to meet Bandana Grandma. I can't remember her name. Susan. I remember her real name, but she says she's all the subscribers that came up to me. That made HOA worth it for me. Like, people recognized me and came up to me and said, "Thank you for putting out your videos." I think I had at least 5 or 6 people say that they watched me. And one lady came up to me and said, "Thank you for teaching me how to make bread. I can make bread finally." Like, I I was like, that's why I make the channel, make my videos, because I want to help people be able to make their own food. So that just melted my heart that I'm able to help people make bread. You want to go to HOA next year? I think their tickets went on sale January 5th this year, and I was out to the public. And I think I ordered mine as soon as they went live. Then I'm like, oh, do I really want to go by myself? Because after I've had a couple accidents, I'm like, well, they weren't my fault. But anyway, it just makes me paranoid, to drive in unfamiliar territory. Because last year, Cassandra drove me. So she can drive on the highways. I like the backcountry. So that's why I took Marion with me, because I just didn't want to go by myself. And Marion can drive highways better than me. But, we got home. Melee engraved knives. Maybe I missed something. You love to see cooking videos? Oh, you're in Kentucky. Huh. That would be, well, it depends on where part of Kentucky you're at. I'm sure it would be worthwhile. I didn't go the second day because it poured all day. And I was just like, I got better things to do, especially editing my Croctober video. Wow, which has almost 4,000 views. I'm amazed. You guys loved that video. So I stayed home. It's 2 days. So Saturday, I was just like, yay, I'm just staying home. And because Miriam had to be home for her other job by 3 o'clock. So I just was like, I don't want to rush and have to get back. Southeastern. So that'll be a hike for you to HOA, which is, and oh yes, make sure you're smashing that like button and share. Yes, if you love my videos and see something that you learn, I love learning or hearing about what you learn in my videos. Like, I'm surprised that people don't know to put cookie sheets underneath their cutting boards when they're cutting meat. That came up a lot in that video. Like, they're like, that's a great idea. And I see a lot of other cooking channels that put frozen meat in their slow cooker, but it's kind of a no-no because it takes a while for your meat. Oh, I thought you meant Somerset, Pennsylvania. Like, that's close to me. It takes your meat. You can't have your meat between 40 degrees and 140 degrees for more than 4 hours, or it'll start to grow bacteria. So that's why I'm leery to even show that. So just make sure your meat's thawed out before you put it in a slow cooker. Even though the newer slow cookers are supposedly hotter than the ones from 10 years ago. And I know mine's like 14 years old. So just keep that in mind when you're cooking with a slow cooker. Yeah, I need to plant garlic here soon since we had frost. Hey, Don Ray B. Welcome in. I bet it's beautiful in your part of the woods, or at least it's getting nice here. I'm sure your colors will be coming here soon. Pork tenderloin. Yeah, what's everybody having for supper tonight? I think we're having steak and potatoes and broccoli that we grill. Cold water bun recipe. Oh, that's great. You have a go-to recipe. You planted your garlic. It's breathtaking here. I wish I had a camera that would show off the colors. You're having accidental soup. Oh, that's the best. Ribs. Oh, fish tacos. I've yet to make fresh fish tacos. Spaghetti and meatballs. Baked pork chops. I'm coming there. Italian sausage and basil. Tomato basil sauce. Ooh. Tomato quiche and fresh green beans made. Oh, wow. Crab rolls. Yogurt with bananas. But that's still filling. Sometimes we don't want to go far out. You have macaroni, meatloaf sandwich. Crab rolls sound yummy. Friday night, while I was baking, I was running out of yeast, and I'm like calling my husband. I'm like, "Can you bring yeast home?" He's like, and I'm like telling him what I needed for. He's like, "Well, you don't have to make pizza. I already got supper." I'm like, "What?" I was like, "Oh man, after my heart." So he brought us home from a food truck, shrimp po' boys, and these things were delicious. Like the shrimp was like 21 count. Like it was well worth the $12 a piece. And the guy that owns the food truck, I think I probably said this in a live before. He has a farm, a family farm, and my husband farms the farm for him. So yeah, and they started their food truck from finding a use for their overabundance of plum jelly. Anybody think about that? How they just needed to find something to use it. So they have a barbecue business now called Plum Crazy Barbecue, and they're very popular around here. So I, yeah, it like the bread was a little. I mean, it was a little hard, but I think it was because it was a couple hours old, and he had to bring it home and heat it up. Maryland crab cakes, Randy. I'm coming over to your house. Oh, yeah. Since I know Randy lives near the Chesapeake Bay, I know his is fresh. But here lately, I've been taking my home canned chicken and making chicken cakes, just like you would a crab cake. It makes for with your home canned chicken. It makes for a fast supper. Let me tell you. Like I need to make a video on that. Granted, yeah, I have a similar video on my using my air fryer, but just using a cast iron skillet. One of these days, I'll make a video on that. It is really good. It's like mindless cooking because we got home from church last night and it was like what 9:30, 9 o'clock when we got home. How do you find this stuff, Jesse? So he found the Facebook page for their catering. So you get to see their menu there. You would like a video on that? Yeah, chicken cakes. I don't know how else to call it. Like chicken patty. Like I do have a video on canning chicken. I made that one March 2nd of last year or 2 years ago. Hey, Vicky. I'm glad to see you. Yes, I haven't seen you comment in a while. So, see if you can get my canning chicken video. I hot pack my chicken. You just go plumb crazy. I guess so. Um, I hot pack my chicken. People like to think it's easier to raw pack their chicken. Well, yes, it is. And when you go to prep it, you just throw it in the jar. Don't add anything. But when you're hot packing it, I found to just bake it in the oven 2/3 of the way and put it in the jar and then add water. That's easier because it's harder to clean the jar when you open it. Like when it goes in there raw, all the yucky stuff sticks to the sides of the jar. I'd rather hot pack mine, and plus it looks prettier. Box Hill Pizzeria. They blew. Aw. Yeah, I was like, wait. I'm like, I know where Randy lives and I know where Don lives. We were in a, oh no, Vicky, we'll pray for you. Oh, Vicky, that hurts my heart. Well, chicken croquettes are totally different. Hi, Annette. Like I make this, and I make turkey croquettes when who has so much chicken you don't know what to do with. So I make turkey croquettes, and I need to try beef croquettes with canned meat. We'll try that and see if I can make a video on that. Oh, do you mean bake? Yeah, for hot pack, you have to cook it 2/3 of the way through. I just cooked it like 20 minutes. I think if it's like in 2-inch cubes, that should be plenty of time. Yeah, Vicky, we'll pray for you. So, speaking of praying, my bishop in my church, he had hip replacement today. It was a outpatient. I never heard of hip replacement being an outpatient. So, we'll have to keep that in mind, Linda. Since I get tired of doing beef and gravy or beef stew or. Yeah, we just love our crab cakes. Huh. We'll have to go back to that comment here. Box Hill Pizzeria crab cakes. All right, we'll have to write that down. I mean, I'm sure my husband says your crab cakes are just as good. I usually make them for Christmas Eve, or not Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, if we're at home. And we are most of the time, just because Howard just loves to farm, farm, farm. Pacemaker. Wow. 1 day surgery. That is just amazing. I guess they just don't want you in the hospital for any time. When I had my gallbladder out in 99, I'm sure that's outpatient now, right? Sorry, my light's bothering my eyes. Well, they wanted to keep me another 2 days because my red blood cell count was too high. So I had to prove something. Is it the fact that I had to sit up, or was that after my car accident? But yeah, gallbladders are usually outpatient now. I guess so. All right. Of course, Jesse finds the website. Thank you. We'll just get that as a .com and I'll have a link for it. Yeah, it just blows my mind. I just realized that we're at an hour. This has been the fastest hour. Well, the easiest hour, I should say. Well, hi, Glenda. Fancy seeing you show up. Yeah. I mean, after, the last couple of years, I don't blame anybody for not being in the hospital so long. Oh, sorry to hear that, Scott. Wow. I had um 5 little holes put in me when I had my gallbladder out. Well, Tina, say hi to the chickens for me. Had to finish dinner before I could join. Well, I'm having a good day. I'm recovering from my bake sale stuff. But I had to feed the calves this morning because my husband got broke down along I-70 this morning. A wheel bearing went out in the trailer that was hauling his hay or straw, whatever it was. But so I went and took care of the calves while the hard boy took some tools down, and they got him moving a lot right along. And then they came back home and loaded more after I made him a sandwich. Growing up, talking about gallbladder surgery, my mom has this big scar from hers when she had hers out at 26. And I always thought that was how I came out of her when I was a little girl. Sorry, my eye is watering. And I just always thought that was me. Then my dad has the same scar. And he had his out when he was 51. Like I had him in like 15. No, I gotta be. No, because grandma had to come with me, so come visit. So it couldn't have been when I was 15. Maybe I was eight or so. Hey, Lulu. Yeah, it's just another day for Howard. He just has breakdowns all the time. Hello, Christine. Welcome in. So, yeah, that was our day. So I got back to the house. I got back to the house. It took me 2 hours to feed the calves and take care of everything and make sure that all the cows were milked that needed milk, because since we have robots, sometimes they aren't able to get into the robot and get lined up with the lasers to get the cups on them to milk. And so some of them need, help. So I get home, have breakfast because I'm starving by this point. And then I start watching YouTube videos, and then I'm ready to half fall asleep. And my husband calls me and tells me that there is a tractor trailer load of oats coming, and I needed to help the guy get, started. I'm like, huh? Because I've never done it before. I mean, granted, yeah, Howard brings a dump truck, and I can turn the tractor's PTO shaft on and all that. So he's telling me I have to turn the exhaust fan on, clean out the auger, and go get Miriam to help me do all that. So I took a half-hour nap before I went and got her, and got her lunch in the meantime. So it all worked out. Then the guy's like, after we started unloading, he's like, "You don't have to wait on me. It's gonna be a while." I'm like, "All right, bye." I'm like, here's how to shut off the fan, and we were out of there. So because she had to keep mowing, she probably got finished mowing at 4:30, so we could make hay. And so I came back here. My mother-in-law was here to help give my cat medicine. She's been on antibiotics for the last 8 weeks now. The vet doesn't know what's wrong with her. I say she's allergic to fleas or something in this house. So we'll find out when she goes off the antibiotic, because she obviously has flea killer medicine now. So it's 6:30 already. Wow. So hopefully you guys will see a video from the quilt show this week, if I can get it edited enough that it doesn't bore you half to death. The quilts were beautiful this year. I think they're beautiful every year. And none of my quilts got to go to the quilt show because none of them were finished. I have tons of tops to put on the long arm and quilt, but maybe I'll get some this year in, because some of you want me to show you how I quilt. So I think we'll end it here, because I'm surprised Mouse Toes isn't here saying that my hour is up. Yeah, so we'll get you a quilt video, and hopefully I'll get to film us giving our quilts of valor on Veterans Day. Get that shown to you. Yeah, my kitty will be all right. She's an expensive cat. I'll tell you. So I hope everybody has a good week, and hopefully we'll be back here Monday. And God bless you all, and take care.